Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back.
What's wrong?
Lucky
Is
cat.
it here?
Lucky
Is
cat.
it?
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Chronicle. This is the home where some of my favorite people and I will get together, tell some awesome stories, and hopefully take you guys along for the ride with us. Today we're going to be playing some Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. So if you don't know what that is by now, it's about time you get to know. We have the perfect place for you to do so right here at Chronicle, where today we're going to be returning to the world of Cthulhu with our little December short campaign. So most of the gang are off traveling, working, spending some time with family during December. So we are doing a 3-shot campaign. This is our second session. If you want to catch up on the first session, we have the link down below to our archive videos over on YouTube, where you can see the one-shots, you can see Lockie's campaign, Blissful Oblivion in the world of Planthera. You can see my own campaign in the world of Cthulhu called Rift Between Worlds, which we are currently in at the moment, doing this one-shot and also playing through the campaign at this stage. Also Xander's world and Connor's module that he's been doing while Beyond the Witchlight. So yeah, plenty to check out over there. Please do go ahead, click link to see more of us, because we're always there. Fucking nerds. Every Wednesday, every Friday. They're here every Sunday. Well, almost every Sunday. Most Sundays.
Most Sundays we have
For
times
game.
for gaming.
For game.
This week it was League of Legends and R6, if I remember correctly.
I missed it. I don't know what I was doing. I was probably depressed or something.
No.
L.
Yeah,
Well, you
L.
can be here.
What are we doing this week? You want to do Lethal Company?
I don't know what it
Depends
is.
if other people are joining.
You want to come play Lethal Company with us?
I don't know what that is,
It's
but
a horror
maybe.
game.
We'll see.
This is-
I think I might have to get up early on the Monday, so we'll see. But I
Yeah.
might be there. If I'm not there, you guys should
Just
definitely still
Overwatch
check it
game.
out.
Overwatch, League, R6.
Yeah.
We'll play Overwatch with Holly again.
Yes, if Holly said we can.
Slay.
Slay.
Yeah, we'd love
You
that.
can just get absolutely abused by the new champion. Hero.
Oh,
Opera
yeah, that was
agent.
actually really sad though.
That was in the stream. That was just us getting our feelings hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Wednesday.
Yeah. I think though we only saw one though, didn't we?
Yeah.
2?
Yeah, well then one changed to him when I was beating the shit out of them as Diva. With a
Oh, yeah,
weapon,
okay.
so
Diva diff.
I'm just better.
Yeah, facts. I'm not good at games, so you
Yes,
know.
we're good.
I'm not. I just die all the time, and that's fun.
No.
Same.
Yeah,
You literally like saved my ass so many times and you like healers and stuff.
it's because it's not as
It's like-
scary.
Still.
Yeah.
Still.
There we go. Anyway, please check it out
Well,
on
the
Sundays.
Kiriko headshots?
Huh?
The Kiriko headshots?
Oh yeah, some of them are good. Some of them are slay. We're getting better every day. Hey, Lockie.
Just idle animating.
Oh, we should all start just doing an idle animation. I feel like everybody would really enjoy the sounds that we make.
Alright,
My idle animation is just.
Ah!
Leah, do
Ah!
it. Do it now.
Ah!
Do it now.
Ah!
Do it. Just make a noise.
Oh, okay. That's my idol animation.
Oh yeah.
Just done reaction following hours.
Yeah. Just the screams. Anyway, I feel like I should preface this by saying that I don't do this usually, but I am going to start us with a recap this time. Because it's a short campaign, I feel like the prologues, you guys don't really care what's happening in the world at this time. I mean, it's 50 years ago. If we want to, I will bring them back next week for our last...
Part
That's
of
the
the
15th for our
3-shot.
last part of the 3-shot. So, we're going to start us off with a recap, and then we're just going to jump straight into it. We're going to waste no time. So, for the recap for everybody at home, everybody's playing birds. These two playing birds.
That's the recap.
That's the recap.
We
Chaotic
harassed some
birds.
shopkeepers, we harassed some civilians,
didn't
and we
harass
harassed
the
the captain.
Yeah, so essentially the 3-shot takes place in a small little pirate island. It's not actually that small, but it's called Blybath. We had an introduction to Blybath. You guys were meeting with a very specific individual known as Isabeau the Red Wraith, captain of the Mistress Mercury. Quite a renowned pirate captain. And someone that you guys had been referred to for a particular job to take you eventually to the sunken city, or where they think the sunken city of Ibardona is, which is a previously floating city that had been felled during a war with giant elemental beings, and is now believed to be resting at the bottom of the ocean. It's a name for you guys to get to Ibardona. You guys were told by your captain, insert Connor's character name here, that if you were to help Isabeau, that you might be able to be transported there safely. And with some information to go with it. The favour, as you found out, was to tail a particular individual who, let's just say, had an interest in a shipwreck that Isabeau wanted to go to but was unable to. And you guys have been asked to escort an individual called Voice, who is an Arkanoid. What?
It's going to space.
It is going to space.
Sorry.
We must ignore
Okay,
space
sorry,
travel.
sorry.
You hear that, Elon Musk? We're ignoring you. No
Okay.
space travel, no SpaceX. Still going. Oh. Uncomfortable. You guys had been asked to transport Voice, the Arkanoid, to this island so that they could activate a particular device that Isabeau wanted to essentially reclaim for herself, and essentially where we left off, you guys had prepared by going to get some potions, going to a place called Vials, where you spoke to a rather charismatic shopkeep who you persuaded to then go to a place called Rumbellium to sell their wares, and open up a chain of potion, I guess, apothecaries. Hello. The horse is here. We respect the horse in this house.
Horse.
I pray to the horse for safe travels. And we essentially left off as you were leaving this shop. So where we pick up, you guys are making your way out of this kind of small hole-in-the-wall building with these heavy strands and chains, with bundles of dried herbs and flowers descending from the ceiling. All of these walls of potions and flasks in different types of vials, each filled with colourful liquids, some with different opacity, some with different viscosity. Some of them are bubbling, and you can hear the faint noise of like fizzing as you step out. You guys make your way out into this kind of narrow alleyway. I believe you guys were still developing your plan, so in order to get a bit of a lay of the land of what you guys want to do, what is your plan? Just for the benefit of not only me, but for everybody here. So you were asked to take Voice, the Arkanoid, with you as you trail this figure, this person of interest, to a nearby island called Ascaris.
So were we gonna wait by the trident thing? Or
Yeah,
the Three Sisters?
the Three Sisters,
Hmm.
because there were 3 separate locations from the Three Sisters that he would go to, and we'll just go to like a different like dock and pay a ferryman if there is one there, or would go by ourselves with them. That was like our plan.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then trail him from there.
So you're taking your own boat, is what you're attempting to do?
I'll remember to get one of the ferrymen to take us across as well.
Sure, okay.
It just depends on what we find when we get there.
We'll steal one of their boats if it comes to it,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, sure. So is
I
there
can
anything
technically say, oh,
is there anything else you guys want to do before before we jump to the trailing situation? Is there anything that you're looking to purchase? Anyone that you want to speak to?
We already bought the potions.
Mm-hmm.
We've already asked everything from Isabella that we think we need. Can't talk to voice.
Voice is gonna meet. We have to pick up voice.
Yeah, we're gonna go pick up voice and then wait there. That was
Sure.
the plan.
So this is like kind of mid-afternoon. Is there a particular time that you guys want to head over there? I believe you were told that it was kind of middle of the night, so 2
3
a.m., 3
Yeah,
a.m.
3 a.m. is when he goes. Yeah, well, we get there at like 2:30.
Sure. What are you doing in the meantime?
Being birds.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't really know what else I'd be doing.
So I'll put it this way. Do you want to sleep?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
that's
really
a good idea. Yeah, I forgot
good
about
idea.
that.
It's 8 hours between now and then we can have a nap.
Yeah?
That's smart. That's so smart. This is why we need Holly as a player.
My brain was thinking, yeah, I'm like, no, it's silly. I'll sleep after the mission.
I wasn't even thinking of it. I don't sleep until 2 a.m.
That's the normal time.
You wake up at 2
p.m.
Oh my
I forget that my D&T characters don't have the same sleep schedule as me.
You're like, yeah, that's no problem. Like, let's just stay up to 3 a.m.
Yeah,
whatever.
like 6 is when I go to sleep anyway. So let's
Yeah,
Yeah,
and when I
well,
wake up the next day, I wake up just
You
fine.
guys can, if you don't want to sleep, you don't have to. My suggestion was just that there might be additional consequences down the road depending on how late you stay up and what
Yeah.
you're doing.
I think sleeping is a good idea.
Good idea.
Sure.
We'll also be tired for my boat trip.
Yes, so my assumption is that you guys would have been up quite early during your travels to here, so that's why I kind of feel like, yeah, maybe you guys would make the decision to sleep before your escapades tonight. So in order to speed things along, I suppose, you just want to quickly get a room and then just go to sleep. We'll speed forward, yeah?
Yes.
They
Okay.
have specific bird rooms, little like bird stands that you sit on. Like roosting things.
So you still have to sleep,
Yeah,
And,
but like,
like, as a-
we sleep in our
but
roosting.
you're not full bird. You're like a bird person, they're like a humanoid bird, so you would still, like,
It's like a nest, so I can like nest myself in blankets.
yeah.
You can
Sure.
do that yourself.
Yeah.
And then
You
give
can
me a
do that
pat.
now, like as a person you could do that, if you want to. Just do it. Yeah. Do you make that noise? As you're
Bird?
sleeping? Yeah. What noise would a bird make? Oh, just a little.
Yeah,
Nice.
with, like fluffy noises.
That's so wholesome.
That is wholesome. How does Olive?
Silent.
Just.
Time.
It's snoring. You just wake up in the night screaming. Yeah.
Scream in your sleep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe we should do that. We should start screaming in our sleep. See what happens.
Night terrors.
Yeah.
I actively use night terrors to intimidate my foes.
Yeah.
That way they stick in my room, they're terrified because I'm already screaming.
I can't go to sleep without screaming.
To challenge the world. There's burglars
No.
looking at the grass nearby. God, they're thinking twice when they say "Ah!"
No such thing as stealth. I feel like I should point out also, we're all a little bit delulu right now.
I'm always feral, thank you.
Yeah, I didn't say feral, I said delulu, but yeah, feral
I'm also
too.
that.
Yeah, delulu is the salulu. Is that what they say?
I don't even call myself delusional, I'm just feral.
Yeah, sure.
I'm like above average hyperactivity as well.
Yeah, I had work today, and work makes me feral.
Be free.
I just had to wake up.
And that makes you feral? Time
If I
go
have
to
to
the-
stop my day, God.
God, this is so fucking
Pretty
awful.
much. I wake up and I'm like, fuck!
Wow.
No, I failed again.
I want to do this anymore.
Okay.
That's what you'd say if you were trying to gas yourself. Okay. With that being said-
One. Be a different kind of monoxide.
Hmm.
What it would be? Not a scientist. Just two monoxides together.
You guys go to sleep. You go to sleep. We're getting prepared. We're getting ready to get this trailing going. So what time would you guys try and wake up?
1
1.
a.m. Maybe 12, and that way we can pick up Echo and has time to like get
Cool.
to the area and look around a bit.
Oh yes, 12.
Also, do we have dark vision?
I'll get you guys to roll a con save for me, please.
Oh, it's not the good one. Sure, I can't dex save out of exhaustion.
Yes.
Sure.
I'm not saying I didn't say it was exhaustion.
Just a little roll out of the way, you know.
Just something.
That's a good roll.
What'd you get?
4.
What did you get?
11.
Sure, okay. So I'll say, Olive, as you're kind of huddled in bed, you try and get a grasp of what time it is, and you feel yourself kind of sitting up, looking around the room. Did you guys get the same room?
I imagine so.
Yeah.
Sure. You guys staying in the same room. You see that Milton is just dead to the world, like sprawled out of the nest, just sleeping so deeply. You're not sure exactly what time it is, but it looks dark outside. And whatever time you had decided to get up, it's clearly not the same time as Milton.
Is there a clock in our room?
Not that you can see.
Oh fuck. I'm gonna walk up to Milton. Milton, wait. Oh, okay.
What?
Good morning. I don't know what time it is, but it's nighttime. So
So we go?
I don't know. I don't know what time it is.
Is it captain meant to be downstairs at this time? Like, can we just pick up Echo here?
This is not the boat.
Or the whiskey rinse, right?
Yeah.
That'd be the tavern, and then
Yep.
she goes to the tavern at night.
Yep.
So
That's
she might
true.
be down here.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, we'll need to pick up voice.
Maybe Voice isn't tavern.
Oh,
We'll find out.
We can check. Yes, if we go see what the time is. I don't know. It's just dark.
Alright.
I'm scared.
Sure, you guys are heading downstairs, and the whiskey rinse itself, like the upper floor of the whiskey rinse, is actually really nice. It's not by any means luxurious or, I suppose, lavish by any means. It's comfortable, but one of the things that you think is a little bit surprising now that you are kind of less exhausted, you've had a little bit of sleep, you're feeling much more of a pep in your step. You step out into the hallway, this really kind of rich, not quite mahogany, it's kind of like a dark redwood that lines the hallways. It's almost a little bit like a labyrinth up the top here, where there's a lot of little kind of sections that look like they're supposed to imitate captain's quarters and things like that as they sprawl out at the top of this tavern. But you can see that as you step forward, there appears to be a faint rocking motion of the actual whiskey rinse itself, almost like you were on a boat. It's kind of gentle. It's not enough to induce seasickness, but for people that are used to being in constant motion on a ship, you just get the very faint hint of there's some sort of motion to this particular tavern.
Huh?
Are there people bustling about downstairs
Yeah,
still?
can we hear anyone?
As you kind of step out of your room, you can hear faint chatter. It doesn't seem raucous at the moment, by any means. But you can hear like little peals of laughter that ring out and bounce off the different edges of the building around you. You can hear cutlery, and it sounds like tankards slamming down onto tables, but there's no like screaming that's really catching your ears or anything like that. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of people down there, unlike you'd expect at this time in a pirate tavern. It does seem like there are some people downstairs.
Okay.
Do you guys are you creeping downstairs, or you're just heading straight downstairs?
Are there any clocks in the hallway?
Roll a perception check for me.
Such not my shit out, isn't it?
Fuck! 8.
You can see faint flickers of torchlight. down one of these hallways. You're looking like left and right, and you can see that there's a hallway that branches off to the right hand side, and you can see more light kind of shot down the side here. It looks like another separate hallways branching off there. You're looking from side to side, and you can't see any sense of any clocks or any timekeeping here. At least not that you can see from where you are.
Milton, what's the time?
Can I go? Is there a bartender downstairs?
Sure, so you want to head downstairs?
I'll head downstairs.
Cool. As you head downstairs, you get about halfway down to the first landing, and you are immediately hit with this wave of sound that kind of slams into you almost. You can hear these like joyous laughter, the slamming of like tankards down, even louder than it was before on the tabletops that are kind of marked with these different blades that are stabbed into them, these like oil and other different like liquid stains on the surface, some of these little scratches into the actual wood itself. The place is jam-packed, and now you can hear like people competing over one another, trying to raise their voice higher. Some of them are playing cards in the corner. Others look to be trying to flip over a cup onto what looks like a small golden ball that kind of rolls across the top of the table. Some are trying to like dislodge the actual table itself and try and kind of get people off their balance so they can't actually win the game, you assume. What are your passive perceptions?
10.
10?
More than 10.
More than 10. With the 10, I'll say you do notice that there are waitstaff that are behind this kind of... What's up?
15.
Oh, sorry, it was loading. Nice. This almost scalloped edge of this bar. Like, it appears almost like the bar itself is meant to imitate the shape of like a clamshell. It kind of pinches towards the back and opens up to the side, and then kind of the scalloped approach at the front. You can see that there are waitstaff that are so annoying. There are waitstaff that are tending the bar. A lot of them are like filling these tankards. Some of them look a bit more cracked and in disrepair than others. A lot of the alcohol that you assume people are consuming right now is being sloshed over the side as they're trying to like stack them. If you've ever seen like the Oktoberfest,
Yeah.
The barmaids that are like carrying these massive like rings
Stein.
basically of it's almost like that with these people carrying all of these tankards and distributing them. Some of them will just leave like a bottle on the side. The people here are very colourful as well. It's kind of hard to make out any specific detail, but you do see... What's up?
I'm just looking at...
You do see, Olive, that the barkeep that you noticed before is kind of stood in between what appears like two almost buffet tables. She stood in between. On one side you can see a very familiar figure to you now, Isabeau, the Red Wraith, is kind of sat back in a chair leaning on the back of this rickety wooden chair, and kind of the hat pulled down over the eyes. On the other side you can see a figure that appears to be... Isabeau is dressed very well, but this figure appears to be opulent. They're wearing like a... what's the best way to describe this? Quite a bright, almost bubblegum pink, for like a sash across this silk shirt and these refined overcoat, kind of mixed with like a robe of some sort. Dark hair is kind of pulled back into a kind of like an aristocratic ponytail. You know how they have the curls towards the end?
Does it match the description we got of Augustus?
I don't believe you actually asked
Yeah.
really for. Did you ask?
Dark skin, chocolate brown hair, immaculately dressed.
It does. You figure, like, out of all of the people in this room, like, your eye is drawn towards this figure who seems to be holding court a little bit, while Isabeau is, sitting close by and is just, you assume, keeping a close eye on what's going on in the tavern, though you can't actually see her eyes from here.
Is Isabeau talking with Augustus or?
No.
Cool.
They seem to be... Augustus seems to be surrounded by a throng of people that are kind of trying to catch his attention, speaking to him, passing him off drinks. The barkeep that you guys had spoken to originally appears to be facing... She's in between the two tables, but she appears to be facing Isabeau, and seems to be taking orders for some of the crew that you'd run into before, you'd noticed before.
Is his voice down there or?
Roll a perception check for me.
Slay.
2.
You're squinting and trying to look for voice. You see some people in hoods and different kinds of cloaks, but you don't see the dim glow from underneath any of them that you noticed before with voice.
The captain's down there.
Oh.
Do
Okay. Oh.
we just go ask her like what that is? Also like I think the pink guy,
Yeah,
right?
I see that. Yeah.
The pink guy.
It's pink. I really want to pickpocket him.
Oh, later.
Okay.
Ooh. Later.
I haven't done it yet. I've got
Not
good
in
pi-
busy tavern.
well, actually, that's a perfect place to pickpocket. If you're good at it.
Yeah.
Which I am.
Yeah.
That's
That's 10.
Nice. With a 2, you're looking around and you're trying to spot any sign of voice. And you can see underneath one of the tables what appears to be a figure wearing a hood. He's kind of crouched underneath the table.
What?
It doesn't look like voice. It looks very slight and very small.
Just looking at it for a bit.
What are you looking at? Oh.
We should probably not waste that much time.
Okay, yeah, we
probably
don't
have-
even know what the time is. Oh, is there a clock here?
Roll a perception check.
Come on,
for me.
where are the goddamn clocks in this place?
Can I look for a clock?
A 7? No, this is enough looking for clocks.
God
You don't
damn
see
it.
any clocks.
Why do they not have clocks?
You're
in
so
this
distracted by Milton kind of looking in a particular direction at somebody's feet under the
Oh,
table.
it's someone's feet.
Yeah, no, you just you assume it's someone's feet. You can just see this small hooded figure sitting underneath the table surrounded by people.
God damn it!
You're just
It's a
thinking.
dog in a dog counter.
Yeah.
So cute.
Oh, so cute. Do
Um,
birds, do you think they like having dogs as pets?
No.
Yeah.
I probably don't like that many pets because no pets can fly. Because it's gonna be really awkward
You
taking
could-
the dog for a walk when you're hanging it as you go.
You could get a bird.
You know,
Hi,
we
I'm the
gotta
bird
like.
man with a bird.
If you got like a dog as a pet, you could get one of those baby carriers that attaches the baby to your chest or something. You could,
Yeah,
put
with
the
my
dog in it.
minus 1 strength.
There would be a small dog.
Yeah. That's
Also,
fine.
what if it falls out of the baby carrier?
Well, no, because it's like.
Have they tested baby carriers flying?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'll make it. I'll write it into the world.
I've seen Aaron Herger with a chihuahua strapped to its chest.
Yeah.
He just currently falling from the sky because it's getting bit in the face.
Baby carriers? Flying.
New invention.
Maybe we after the one shot out, we create the baby carrier fight.
What would you call it? Baby carrier 5000?
1000's the first iteration.
Why not just one?
No, because 1000 is
Baby
Baby
carrier.
drop it.
Baby drop, no more.
Nurse, severe head trauma.
No spills!
You ever that incident where you're trying to find room for your hands to hold your baby, but also room for your wings to fly, and if you go to fly, you just drop your baby off a cliff?
That's That's a
Not
good ad.
anymore. Anti-baby droppings here. We lost our first child, so you didn't have to.
No!
Anti-baby drop-in now available at your nearest general store.
But wouldn't the baby also have wings?
It depends.
It's
like,
a
did we
baby
adopt
bird
a
though. The baby
child?
birds fall out of
Oh
nest all the
yeah,
time.
adopting a
What's the
child.
deal?
So true.
What happens if it's like a baby tiefling or something? All of a sudden, you're flying, and all of a sudden it stabs you, like.
I was wondering where you were going with that. I was like, oh, why specifically that? Oh no.
It's a baby Goliath, you're just plummeting constantly. Mother, love me. I made a mistake.
Oh, this was a mistake. Oh, this was a mistake. I should not let them be birds. I'm so sorry. It was my fault. I could never have predicted that this is how it would go, to be quite honest with you, but
Can I go to the barkeep?
yes, you may go to the barkeep in between the two. You want to go in between, like, the two tables?
I'll go closer to Isabeau's side.
Sure. Alright. You're going to try and hail their attention? Are you doing anything as you approach,
Closer to
or-
the bar bit, but
Okay,
like
sure.
in between, closer to Isabeau's side, but like on the bar.
Yeah,
Can
sure.
I follow as well, but instead of like listening to the barkeep and stuff, like I'll like try and be listening to like the conversation that's happening around Augustus and see if there's anything there.
Sure. Roll a perception check for me with disadvantage.
Yeah, it's loud.
It is loud.
That's okay.
And as you're moving into this group of people, the throng, yeah, you can hear this faint hum of conversation that never kind of dips, really. What'd you get?
Only an 11.
An 11, cool. It is really hard to hear in this really loud space where people are yelling at one another across the tavern. Barkeeps are sloshing all of this alcohol and liquid over the lip of these tankards, pushing around one another. You can see a particularly rowdy, kind of raucous group of figures is sat just a little bit behind Isabeau and Augustus and where their tables are set up, and that kind of pulls your attention away from just faint snippets that you can hear from Augustus, who seems to be working the crowd around him. You do catch that he's talking about, oh, well, my father is a huge fan of... you just kind of catch little snippets like that.
Does the general essence of that make him seem more or less stabbable?
Of his
Of his
statement?
like vibe.
I will... Are you going to inside check him? Are you trying to, like, get a read on him? Or are you just...
More of a DM perspective, is he more or less stabbable because of what he's saying?
That's up to you to decide.
An insight check to see how stabbable.
Sure. Insight to see whether or not you want to stab this guy.
Yeah. Important roll, an 11.
An 11. He looks stab-worthy. Yeah. But a lot of people do. He's not the worst of the worst. He seems a bit slimy from what you can get from it, but it's a bit hard to tell from how far away you are, kind of closer to Isabeau's side, and not really being able to catch the conversation too much. But you do get the, oh, really? Please do tell me more. And he is seeming to kind of flip from conversation to conversation. People are trying to buy him drinks to get him to speak more. He seems well liked in the group of people that he's in.
Can I get the barkeep's attention now?
Yeah.
Wait.
Forget, which barkeep did you guys speak to? Would have been...
Woman.
Yeah. Oh, well, hi there, what can I do for you?
We're just wondering what time is it?
She kind of looks a bit confused and then looks behind
Fuck.
her.
Fucking
Oh, you
clock.
can see it's a clock that is approaching closer to, specifically it's about 1:45.
Oh, fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, thank you. Can I turn around and go to his boat?
Yeah. Are you going to say anything to her, or are you just trying to catch?
To the bartender or say thanks?
Yeah, but to Isabeau.
I will See how close I can sidle up beside her.
Sure, roll a stealth check for me.
Not sneaking up on her, but more just kind of blending in with the crowd a bit more. I'm like,
Yeah.
she's dead.
Stealth, yeah.
I dropped the
You can
dice.
roll a performance check for me if you're trying to blend in, specifically. Like,
No,
if you're
no, the
actively-
stealth's good.
Okay.
It's a 21.
A 21? You... I mean, how close do you want to get to her? Because
Close
21's
where
a
I
really
can
great
whisper
roll, so...
with a whispered conversation confidently that we can both hear each other.
Sure. I'd say you can get well within distance. You kind of weave your way in and out of the crowd, leaving behind Olive, who's still trying to, like...
Look at the clock like, what?
How do we miss this? You can see that there's this huge disc that's just above the bar. That seems to be cobbled together from various different, like, elements of a ship's wheel. These hands that kind of spin around one another. That seem to, like, be suspended with, like, the wheel itself seems to be suspended from, like, these heavy sailing ropes that knot and tie around one another. What were you saying, Tears?
Stage whisper. Hi, it's me. Do you know where, like, the robot is? Like, here, on the ship.
Okay, she, you can see this faint, like, tilt of her head towards your direction to listen to you more, as you're whispering out. I forget, how did she use a verb? Let me see.
I actually don't tend to accents. I think you start doing that because I don't remember anyone's accents. I remember Merv was Southern, MLN was British of some kind.
I think she was
Vaguely.
somewhere in between this, right? Like a bit-
Yeah, it was like that.
Yeah. That's what my notes say. Well, let's just say that the robot, as you call, is waiting where I said he would be, at the ship. If you are going to make tracks that way, I would suggest doing so relatively quickly.
Yeah, going now.
And you can see that in front of you. It's not too hard to tell, but Augusta seems to be like downing the drink that was left for him and like putting it to the side and hailing over the barkeep. And everybody in the room can pretty much hear him say, "Oh, thank you. It was a pleasure, always a pleasure to be here. But now I'm afraid I have some very important business to take care of. I will see you."
Grab Olive and basically drag Olive out of the town.
I missed the clock. How did I not see the
To the
clock?
boat, and then we fly away.
Yeah, sure.
I figured the flying's probably faster than walking.
Maybe. Are you trying to do it stealthily, or you're just leaving in a hurry out of the tavern?
We'll do it stealthily.
Yeah.
Sure, roll a stealth check for me then.
Just me.
Both of you. If you're both doing it, you both have to roll a stealth check.
Oh.
12.
20 not natural.
I have a plus
Yo!
10.
I have a +2.
Okay. Alright. So, if you guys, oh really, I'm so sorry, I really must go. It was a pleasure though. And you can hear the scraping of a chair as he stands up and people kind of, hey, where are you going? Like, don't worry, I will get you next time. And they're kind of cheering him a little bit as he stands up, gets ready to go. Seeing this, you can see Isabeau's finger kind of is tapping against her bicep from where they're crossed. And you guys look at one another and begin to dart and weave through the actual throng of people that are they're pretty densely packed, and it's hard to kind of fit around these tables that you don't know the layout of the tavern very well. So for you, Milton, as you're trying to like hurry Olive along and help and try and like make sure that you guys are blending in, Olive, you get through no problem. You're kind of ducking underneath the arms of these kind of much taller, broad-shouldered people that are used to kind of hauling sacks and barrels and rolling them down and hoisting sails, who, you know, you barely even touch as you're moving past, so you don't draw any attention to yourself. But for you, Milton, usually so experienced and practiced at the art of not drawing attention to yourself. As you're going to duck underneath one of the sides of like this table to try and go through quicker, you look down and you can see round yellow eyes, like the size of almost like a golf ball. It's like huge bulbous eyes. These really sharp needle-like teeth that split into almost a grin, like, and this deep kind of forest green skin covered by a hood from underneath one of these tables, who just
Just throw like a gold coin at him and run.
You throw a gold coin?
Like not at his face, or like just like a bribe, like just get out of the way, gold coin.
Roll a dex check for me, please.
I love a dex check. Stop rolling with that dice. Being a shit. There we go, 22.
A 22, sure. You really quickly, like, shocked at first, and you stumble slightly and bump the table. You throw out a coin really quickly, and you can see this figure reaches up and goes to grasp it and bumps their head on the top of the table, and you can hear that crack as this table kind of like this heavy impact shatters the little joints under the table, and you just sprint forward. You guys eventually get to the door, make your way out, bursting through into what is a kind of a quite temperate night. So it's not too cold, it's not as balmy as this tropical island was during the day. It's quite pleasant. There's a cool, almost very, it's a cool kind of subtle breeze that grazes over your exposed skin? No, feathers. What is it? Feathers? Yeah. Ruffles them slightly.
I've got skin on my legs.
What's Milton wearing?
I don't think it's for anything. Just a bird. He's wearing a
Nothing.
belt. He's got like belts and stuff and like a little hood. But like,
Wow.
other than that,
Nothing.
no, there are no pants. He's a bird. Doesn't need them.
Uncivilized birdman.
He's got like peewee. He's got like the peewee bird legs.
Oh yeah.
The little knobbly ones.
Like the knees are just like a little bit
Yeah,
too...
like the bird knees. A little bit too long. It's like uncomfortable. Like,
Yeah,
long,
you're
but,
looking
like,
at them.
I'm like I look like a peewee bird, so I got like
Nice.
a long like tail feathers and stuff like that.
Nice.
Very like kind of hyperactive.
Yeah. Fun fact. Actually, this is not a fun fact. I'll tell you guys during the breaks. People think I'm a nerd.
Wow, the Dungeons and Dragons streamer. A nerd? Impossible.
No. True. If it's the bird I'm thinking, no, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not. No.
If anyone's looking for the scientific or the actual name, it's called the magpie lark, but I was just raised calling them peewees.
Yeah. You guys are bursting out into this night, leaving this, like, these peals of laughter ringing out behind you through the open door, the animated sign still just kind of swirling the whiskey around the glass, draining it, and then filling it up again to swirl. It's quite bright, the sign itself, and it casts you in this warm, kind of burnt orange colour as you stand underneath it, just in the kind of door jamb. You guys are immediately taking off to fly to the ship.
Yep.
Sure.
Where's the direction of the ship? Like, when you leave, is the ship, like, right in front? Because I don't want us to, like... because I don't want... Like, if it was, I don't want us to be, like, flying right in the air, and I guess it just walks down, it's like...
Oh, hello.
Yeah, so I just wanted...
Birds.
I just wanted to make sure...
But we're not tailing him if we're flying in a
I
different
know,
direction.
but still, because then it would be like, oh, birds, and, like, it'd just be a thing to, like, be noticeable. So if... Well, if the ship was, like...
There's not a whole heap of Aarakocra here, so any flying that you do it's up to you whether or not you make it stealthy. It is pretty quiet outside. You assume most people are in the whiskey rinse or in their actual homes, like within this canyon. It's really up to you guys what you.
I just wanted to
like
make
to do.
sure that if the boat, like if the ship was like the direction that you look at when you leave, like we aren't going that way. We just like go like a little bit around and just so that we're not straightforward. But if it's a different direction,
It's actually probably about, I'd say maybe 10, 15 minutes away. Actually no, because you guys are flying, so probably closer than that. I'd say 10 at max.
Alright.
The fly there.
Just,
This is a pretty big island.
Because yeah, he spends like an hour wandering through streets and stuff, doesn't he?
yeah.
But he gets to the 3, so that's good time. So 10 minutes in the boat.
Yeah.
And then we've got time to take Echo to like hide nearby.
Voice.
Voice, not Echo, voice.
Could be both. Echo voice. Voice echo.
Oh.
That's the official name now.
Slave.
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 So you guys are flying off?
Yeah.
Alright.
To the boat.
To collect the voice.
No worries.
No worries. Roll 6 dice.
No, not 6.
Well,
Like 50. 60.
Okay. I love rolling 60 dice. Look at all these dice that I'm rolling right now.
Yo, that's a lot of damage.
That's not ominous.
So much damage. Oh, I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Crit.
Anti-air turret engaged. What the fuck?
Oh no. What could this be? Okay, so you guys take off. You find yourself gliding, and it's a bit. Do you guys have dark vision?
Nope.
Okay. It is kind of a cloudy night, and there's only the faint flicker of torchlight from inside buildings. There are some lanterns that are suspended from these heavy, like, almost shepherd's hooks made out of wood that hang over sparse different places in the docks. It looks... Yeah?
Can I use my hooded lantern?
You can, if you're... Yeah?
Just
Can you use it when you're flying? Do you need to have one hand on it?
Can I use it like a foot?
Do we want light?
Well, because I can close it, so it's only 5 foot of light around me. It's dim
Yeah.
5 foot.
Okay, yeah, because like if we
So
want light,
it's enough to make sure that we don't run immediately into a wall.
So... Sure.
yeah, because like do we want to be like a beacon in the air?
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, oh, sick, this light.
Yeah, like that's like my only issue. Like we
this
can
light flying through the
yeah,
air.
we can have light if we want, but we will also just be like a
Well, like, I figured
Missile.
what's applying because we're not like
oh.
because we're not like following the guy. We're going to try to cut him off. But like when we're like trying to beeline ourselves to the ship, we probably don't want to run into a post because we're not
Sure.
following him. So it's not going to be really alarming if we're not actually following. We're flying away from him.
It's up to you. It's up to you guys. Whatever you'd like to do. I just had the image of like this.
Also, I'm not
Massive
doing
burst of light
the
and
thing
then-
where I can. I think it's I can do 30 foot of bright and then 30 foot of dim
Oh.
with it. So I'm only doing I've hooded it so it's only 5 foot.
Ah. Fireball.
Yeah, I shouldn't. I shouldn't.
What are you looking at?
Oh, I have light.
Okay.
It's called daylight.
Daylight.
Yarr.
Here comes the sun.
Just this like huge like crackling ball of like energy in the sky. Like
No, we're not following you. It's just we're just the sun. See, look, the sun's in the sky. That's a normal place for it. You silly goose. Can I roll deception, Dungeon Master?
Pretend to be the sun. Teletubby sun.
Yo, I cast like light on like something that I'm holding, and I go into the air and I pretend that I'm the sun.
Hello there, it is I, the sun, indeed. Yes, believe me. It is I, your son. Behaving.
I have images of you just descending in this like pool of light, just like it's me, Jesus.
It is me, your son, behaving normally.
Just the
just as
wings
I should
out
be.
too.
I just have like a glowing like knife on my hip. Jesus.
Nothing to report here. Ignore me.
I cast daylight on myself. Ah!
I beseech you, dear sir, believe me, for I am your son. This is the right time. I should know. I am your son. No, it is not midnight. That moon is false.
The false moon?
Like the false like.
For I am the real sun, and that is the fake moon.
One of them is kind of called the false moon too, so... Hey.
Now there's 2 false moons.
Both moons fake. They shouldn't be up there right now. They should be in bed.
That's so fake. The moon is fake.
They should be in bed.
I'm the real sun indeed. Ron is not around right now.
Luron, I'm the sun. Luron's not around right now.
Please call later. He'll pick up.
That's happened.
When it's actual nighttime.
Yeah.
Why is the sun out? What?
Oh my god.
Okay.
What the fuck?
You're wrong. It's not 3 a.m. It's in fact 9.
In the morning.
Yes.
The sun
Where I
is-
should be out.
The sky looks like this all the time. What do you mean?
No, that's not a spotlight you see in the water. It is I reflecting. Yes, there's 4 reflections. That's how many there should be.
You're just in the water now, just daylight under the water. Just all of these fish like floating up to the heavens. It's the second
You're
coming
just a
of God.
dolphin just like blind headbutts a boat.
No. Okay. So you're using the lantern for dim light?
Dim light. The 5-foot radius around me, dim light.
Okay.
Just so we don't run into a wall.
Sure. Okay, so you guys are flying through with this hooded lantern attached to, I'm assuming, like a rope or something on you? Sure.
Well, yeah. Just dangling.
This dim light definitely does help you to see the space around you, but given that you're flying up, it's still kind of an eerie experience to fly at night like this, given that everything here is so quiet in comparison to how it usually is. The colours of the shade sails that stretch down to make awnings over these lean-to shop fronts and these different kind of market stalls that have been set up with what you assume are fishmongers, different kinds of ship repair buildings and things like that. All of the colours seem to be muted as they stretch over the top. The dockmaster's shack seems to be almost a little bit it seems a little bit haunted is the best way that I can say, given that you can hear it creaking as you fly past. You can hear the expanding of the wood of the hulls of these ships as you go past. It's kind of as they drift in the water, bobbing up and down slightly. Some of them are cast in light and you can see people strolling about on the top of decks, some of them going about their business, some of them kind of stretched in the crow's nest keeping a lookout on the ships. You make your way to the lightless wharf and you notice that the lantern was probably a good idea because there is honestly not much light here. The actual ebony landing of this dock it kind of disappears under the cover of nightfall. So it makes it pretty hard to gauge where you actually need to go. I'd like you both to roll a perception check for me, please. You guys have the 5 feet of light, so... Nice. 20 not natural. Okay, we're doing some good perception checks. So, you guys are squinting, trying to find the bottom of the...
Mr. Smith, right? That's what I mean in voice, isn't it?
Yeah, the Mistress Mercury, yeah. Are you looking to touch down on the actual boat itself or on the dock?
I would say the dock, because if we were to just touch down on the boat, the people are like, what the fuck? I'd just be like...
Hi, we're here for the voice.
Yeah, we should just give a bit more notice
Okay.
to them and
We'll
stuff
land
like
on the
that.
dock again.
You're the voice trying to understand it. does that mean? Oh.
The zoomies never let in.
No, they didn't.
I'm always zoomed.
I wish we would zoom out on this a little bit.
Sorry, you want to zoom real quick and just show me what?
Lucky.
What's your zoom ID?
Lucky, stop.
I actually don't know what my zoom ID is.
Okay.
We should zoom, guys.
No, we shouldn't. Let's bring
We
it
should.
back. Alright.
Okay. You guys managed to just squint against the shadows that pool at the edges of the dock and seem to cover the lightless wharf in a shroud of darkness that makes it really hard to determine where the planks actually meet each other, where they meet the ocean, and where is simply just the hull of a ship that's covered towards the bottom by this darkness that seems to crawl up the bases of these ships. You both kind of veer to the side and then swing to the left again, and you manage to gracefully touch down. But for you, Milton, you notice in the distance, you can see what appears to be kind of like a lighthouse that just whirs at the top, around and around and around, casting light in all different directions rapidly. You can hear, both of you, voices and shouting carried in the distance. Just the... They sound distressed, and they sound like they're moving quickly. It seems to be getting louder and louder.
That's a good sign. Can we go on the ship?
Sure. The gangplank is not down. And it doesn't appear that that figure that you noticed staring over the top of the side of the ship is there at the moment.
Can I like fly up alongside this ship and like in like a hushed yell, like a voice?
Sure,
Voice.
sure. Roll a stealth check for me.
You. 13.
Okay.
You have failed me after you rolled the natural 20.
As you're flying alongside the ship, kind of level with the actual deck itself, you voice, voice, and you hear this clatter on the actual deck of the. And after a moment, you hear this.
Oh, slay.
Ready to go?
And you can see emerging from behind these boxes just the.
Give me a thumbs up.
You can hear, though, from down below on the deck, the sound of rapid footsteps approaching up the actual sides of the boat itself.
Like inside the boat coming up?
Inside the boat, yeah, coming up.
Guys, don't worry, it's just me. I'm just here for voice for that thing. Hi. Milton.
Okay. As they kind of burst forth from the captain's quarters, immediately what looks like a very primitive revolver is pointed towards you, and you can see another crossbow like making its way out the side of this
Oh, God, neat!
hand cannon. The corner of your eye, you can see the crossbow kind of is pointed towards you. Who are you?
Milton? No, like the guy that the captain wanted me, Olive, and Voice to go do something.
We'll see if they remember. Roll a persuasion check for me.
I'm not persuasion. Oh, it's fine.
Is it?
Natural 20 for a 29.
Oh, okay. It is.
There's a pause, and you hear the kind of this like really the silence that is so stifling that you're like, you know that there's some sort of like conversation happening behind the door because you haven't actually seen anybody other than just the gun and the crossbow. Well, what do we do, boss? Like, he sounds pretty convincing. Do we do something? Oh, I don't know. I mean, You can hear like the sound of the conversation behind, and then you can see emerging from behind the face of this kind of this round, pudgy-looking, kind of. What's the best way to describe this? It's a Triton that has these like these gills that fan out to the side, and he kind of pokes his head out. All right, well, the boss.
Is that the whiskey rinse right now? Spoke to her.
Oh, and then you can see the head of another Triton that's much smaller, much more lean, looks a bit younger too. Kind of poke the head out. Well, boss, that sounds kind of right. I mean, you know, I don't really know what to do here.
Can we grab voice? It's kind of a rush. That Augustus has like already left.
Oh, yeah, go. Oh, should we let him go? Eventually you just take voice. Kind of.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Whoa, hang on, wait, and
What?
you just keep on going.
It'll be okay. We'll bring him back.
The voice just.
Oh god, you really aren't quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure you're trying your best. That's good. Quickly, let's keep going.
Yes, quickly, by foot.
Kind of swivels his head towards you, in between you.
Oh my god.
I don't know if we could help with that.
None of you have told voice to be quiet, so voice is just.
Ow.
Oh,
This is
okay.
a hint for you guys, like.
Ow.
Up to you though. You can say
Fuck
nothing.
me. I've got 100 foot of string.
A string?
Yeah, I've got 10 foot pieces of string.
No, slag.
My main goal in this.
Guys, make your way down the gangplank. And you can hear the sound of yelling getting even louder. It sounds like they're yelling directions to one another. You can hear the shouts of, "To left! Left! What are you doing? To the left!" And they seem to be getting much, much closer.
Are we to the left?
Roll an insight check for me.
God.
With disadvantage.
Oh, well, I don't even need disadvantage, man. It's already a 2.
There could be an at 1.
No, it's 5.
And I've had.
Well, that's a 7.
You have no idea. Voice is being carried on the wind. You guys are at the top of this gangplank leading down to the dock that seems to kind of get swallowed up immediately by the darkness, so it's really hard to tell where you're stepping.
So I've still got like the lantern and stuff like that. Can I just say, alright, I guess just walk normal for now, and that way we look like we're just kind of walking around.
Maybe you should be a little bit quiet. Voice, can you be like quieter? Oh yeah, okay. I think that'll be a good thing because I don't know.
It kind of squeaks a little bit as you kind of.
Yeah, because I don't know if lots of people know about my voice, so I feel like
But yeah, we just like
we
walk.
could be normal.
We like walk normally, blend in a bit, you know. Can I like take my cloak off and like put it around, please?
Sure.
Like,
A voice is already wearing a cloak.
Oh, okay, cool. Never mind.
You can though, if you'd like to
Good,
kind
if
of
voice is
obscure it
already
a little
wearing
bit
a
more.
cloak, yeah.
Sure.
Cool.
Okay.
Up to you.
Let's see if we can
Voice is kind of the hood slipped off slightly, and you can see this sleek, shiny.
I'll like pull it back up a bit. Be like, cool.
You're doing great. Yes, awesome.
Thumbs up. Alright, let's just walk normally, I guess, until. Do you know? We know where it is, right? The Three Sisters.
I don't know. Did you ask?
Pretty sure we did.
I think she gave you directions to where it was, maybe.
Yeah, I remember she was like, I didn't fully write it down, but she was like saying stuff about like this rock formation is over this way.
Yeah, that's how I sound.
No,
Leah,
it's just-
what's your
just
best
how-
impression of me?
Hi, it's me, Holly.
What the fuck was that?
Can you, sorry, hang on. Can you do it again?
I can. That was very much a kind of.
I-
Let's do the improv jab at someone and say, "What do you think I sound like?"
Yeah, that was.
Improv, you'd be like, "Yeah, it's me." What do I sound like?
Hey, what do I sound like?
What's up with me, guys?
Yeah, I feel violated.
Good.
Leah, what's your impression? Horror.
Yeah, I mean that matches. It looks depressed. Got 2 hands. One for each jab.
No!
Everyone forgets the bonus extra attack you make if you're dual weapon wielding, which I am. 2 fists. One with the voice, one with the depression.
It's almost time to go for a break. Thank God. Not yet though. You're stuck with us.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to approach that anymore.
Oh my god!
What's wrong? Good saying now start kicking.
I would never do you like that, Lucky. I would never do that to you.
And you're weak.
I am. And also apparently I sound like this. Yeah, nice. Okay, you guys.
I've won.
Roll a survival check for me. I think you killed Leah.
Good.
I thought you were just gonna make like some fucking nerd jokes or some shit.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, yeah, I'm a pirate, I wanna be a pirate, you know, like that's all.
Wow. So,
It's me, a pirate.
I feel so
14 on
depressed.
my survival check. It's me, a depressed pirate.
That's me every Friday in your campaign.
Yeah, pretty right.
Flo, depressed pirate.
14 on that survival check.
14, yeah. You make your way down this dock, and you can hear the yelling. Seems to have fanned out. It's not as much of a cluster now, and you can see the faint flicker of lanterns that are kind of passing to and fro between the different ships, like the hulls. Some of them seem to have light splashed over them. 1 second you can see people holding these lanterns and things, these torches that spray light outwards against the hulls of these ships and against the dock. They seem to be approaching your direction. And you pivot, finding your bearings and heading the direction that Isabeau had told you to go in. You guys are just walking normally?
Yep.
Cool. Alright.
Just trying to be normal people.
Sure.
We're normal. We're birds.
Hmm.
That's
No,
normal.
but I was like, what's a flying thing? We're like, wings. We were flying.
Oh, it's cocked.
We are being birds.
Sure.
Birds.
And we are birds.
You're not allowed to fly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh?
And voice just seems to walk forward again.
Did you see something?
There's a silence from voice and then a
Maybe? Was that a maybe?
Oh, okay, okay. Is it dangerous, do you think? I can only ask yes or no questions. Oh.
Can I do a perception check?
Sure, roll a perception check.
It's probably a bad thing for me to make a perception check,
You
but
can do it, Lucky. I believe in you. Look at that roll right there.
A 2! A 5!
1!
Natural 1!
I shouldn't embed my dice.
You
to that.
look behind you and you can see clusters of pirates with hand cannons out, kind of clicked to the side, held out, some of them with rapiers, scimitars. All of them seem to be searching for something. And you can see in the distance that lighthouse seems to continue to whir, but as you're looking back, you can see that one of these pirates appears to be missing a hand. and you're looking at it. That's pretty cool. It's pretty sick.
Both my two hands and my two little talons. I'm like,
Surely you can't do much with just one hand. You don't see anything dangerous.
cool.
Alright.
Yeah, there's some pirates.
Just.
Wait, what pirates?
Yeah, and we steal things.
Yeah.
And hunt people.
Yep. Let's keep wondering.
Oh my god, okay.
It's just
Does it look-
crisis law mode.
If I look back, like, I just want to, like, subtly look back. Like, I don't want to, like, do, like, a full body turn to be like, you know, be like,
Tell me our secret!
yeah. Does it look like they're specifically going towards the Mistress Mercury at all? Or is it they're just...
Roll an inside check.
Okay.
Shit rolls, guys.
I rolled a 10. I
I've
have a
been rolling
plus
great.
5 to insight, so it was a 5, and then I add 5.
A 10, okay.
So I got 10.
It's really hard to work out. There's little groups of them that are spread all across the side of Blightbath. You can see some of them have actually gone up the rope bridges as well that curl around the side. Some of them seem to be standing out the front of the dockmaster's shack, gesturing in different directions and speaking to one another. You could just catch them kind of on the breeze a little bit.
While they're talking, do any of them look like they're pointing up at the air? Like, are any of them like...
Wait, so did you roll an insight?
Yeah,
you
an
said?
insight.
Yeah. With a 10, they could be pointing in a lot of different
Okay.
directions. Your passive perception is 15. Yeah, some of them are pointing up in the air. Some of them are, it looks like pointing towards your direction as well. But another seems to be pointing just towards the ocean, and they seem to be like gesturing really loudly, like.
Oh.
Cool. Milton keeps walking.
Hopefully that it's okay. Yeah.
Milton keeps. You okay?
All we gotta do is we just gotta keep walking and pretend that we're not involved. If that involves us, we just gotta pretend that it doesn't. Are you okay? Okay. Oh, we're not being quiet anymore.
You never said you were being quiet. You said you were just walking. Are you telling Voice to be quiet?
We told Voice.
Specifically to be quiet?
Yeah, we were. We told Voice when we got down like the gangplank if he could be quieter.
Sure. I just assumed because you weren't stealthing that you were not telling Voice to stealth. either.
Well, I think it's just because we naturally are a bit quieter at walking than Voice is, which is.
He's a robot.
Yeah.
He's not, you know.
Something about hollow bird bones. First metal man.
Light enough to fly. Voice kind of stops as you say that and then drops down to a crouch and kind of you can hear the
Oh.
as his head kind of tucks in. He puts his hood up. He does a pretty good job. You can still hear the metal plates kind of clicking and creaking as he moves. It's not like a full-on ting 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 as he's walking, or like a rumble as he puts his foot down. It's relatively quiet. You guys are heading there?
Yes, we are.
As you guys are just walking normally, it's been about 2 minutes of walking, and you can hear behind you the sound of hurried footsteps.
Oh no.
Quick sec before just a reminder, I have
As
the alert. I cannot be surprised while I am conscious, and other creatures don't gain advantage on attack rolls against me as a result of being unseen by me.
I know.
Slay.
Just making sure.
Not to worry, I know. It sounds like there are at least 5 or 10 people that are getting closer, encroaching on your area. And you can hear the sound of, well, I think they went this way. Hurry up, hurry up! And you can hear more shouting in the distance.
Is there like, are we still on a dock, or is there a place where we can like tuck away, like a side street we can climb down?
So at this point, you guys have moved closer. So you moved off the docks. You moved closer to like this it's not necessarily a wide open space. There are lots of different crates and things that are arranged in little piles. It's right up against the cliff edge. There's these kind of wild brambles that are growing in different spaces here. There's plenty enough for you guys to have cover here, if you would choose to do that. And you can hear them kind of talking like to one another. Kind of, it's a bit of a chopped conversation because of how ferocious the waves are as they crash up against the side of this cliff. Now that you've moved away from the actual docks itself. There's a bit of an overhang here too, so it shades you from view a little bit from above. And as you're standing listening to these conversations behind you, you can see in the distance, kind of in the center of this thoroughfare, this really narrow channel, what appears to be on a little island, a kind of robust looking lighthouse. The searchlight just kind of wrapping itself around the space. Sometimes it'll fling over the side of this cliff face and illuminate underneath this overhang before it passes back around and lights up different sections of the ocean in front of it. It appears to be looking for something in particular. And as these footsteps are beginning to approach, I think that's a pretty good time for us to take a break for now, so I can arrange a little bit more of a visual look for you guys with some dice or something, to show you what paths you can take and where we can go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this first part. Did you guys have fun? Yes. We were getting the zoomies out a little bit, setting up the chase. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been violated several times, scalped, left bald, snatched my wig for real.
No.
I'm a monster, and I have no remorse.
You haven't even eaten your dice yet today. Now's the time. Nobody can see it, but I saw it and it was awful. It's horrendous. Eldritch. Thank you so much for joining us for this first part. When we return, we're going to continue on with our chase. So for everybody who is on Twitch, we'll see you guys in just a little bit. For everybody who is on YouTube, we'll see you guys in the next part. It's always a pleasure, never a chore to DM for you. Much love, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.